My name is Donald Roberts. I am the MotiveLMS product manager, and I would like to thank you all for taking some time this morning to join us for our inaugural monthly MotiveLMS training sessions. This is something that we're going to be holding each month. It'll probably be the second Thursday of each month at 11 a.m., just as we are today. And I also want to let you know that each session will be recorded and will be available for reference and for future viewing on our MotiveLMS YouTube channel. And that each month we will take one or two features in the LMS to review. You may or may not have these features in your system. If you do, great, that's more knowledge on how to use them. And if you don't have them currently, but it's something that you would like or you see benefit to your company, then definitely speak with your training department or whoever may oversee the administration and development of the LMS within your system. I don't expect the call to take long. I want to be very respectful for y'all's time because I know you're all very busy. But I do want to, again, thank you. And if you could, everybody just mute your phones or your microphones until the end, and then we'll have a brief question and answer session towards the end. But today, what we are going to do for this inaugural session is we're going to be reviewing our new feature, which is the Virtual ILT training events and the calendar plugin. The Virtual ILT training events were created basically because of the current environment we are all in right now with the COVID-19 and the social distancing. We found that or felt that it was necessary to be able to provide a mechanism within the LMS that would allow training to continue, especially instructor-led training, but still be very cognizant of social distancing and things along those lines. A couple of things that the Virtual ILT feature may be able to help with that you guys might be able to use to help yourselves is the reintegration of staff. We know that a lot of people had to do furloughs during this COVID period, and hopefully you're able to be onboarding people again, reintegrating into your workforce. You might have certain rules and regulations, certain guidelines that you want them to be able to adhere to. This way you could actually communicate all those guidelines to your staff prior to reintegrating them into the system or into your business again. The other nice thing is that it would allow one trainer to hold a session but be able to address multiple audiences throughout your company without the need for travel. So, that was one of the main reasons why we created it, was to help benefit the social distancing. And one of the biggest problems that we see this would help resolve will be the ability to still reintegrate your staff and train people as we continue to move forward through all of the COVID parameters and whatever we have to adhere to. So what I'd like to do now is just take you through a real quick scenario of how to create the ILT, virtual ILT event and the calendar plugin. So once you log into your LMS, when you create a course offering, you can select the instructor-led course type. And you'll see when you select this, it defaults to associate enrollment to events. You don't have to associate an enrollment to an event, but for the virtual ILTs and for the calendar plugin, you must have it associated to an event. So we're just going to call this July. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create my training. And then you'll see that you have the Create Event button. From here, you'll select Create Event. And the title of the event will auto-populate. You can always edit it if you need to, but it will pull in the title of the course. So whatever your subject is going to be, it might be, reintegration guidelines. It might be, mask wearing guidelines, or, whatever the case may be. And then it'll pull that in, just add the training event. You'll have the event details and notes. And what you're going to want to put in the event details and notes is any additional information that may be required for the event. And this would be a dial-in number, an access number, or a passcode if that's what they need. So you will take this information and you can copy and paste directly into your notes field. You will change your event type from physical to virtual. You can still put in your maximum number of seats, however many people that you want to attend the event. This could be driven by how many people can log into your virtual streaming service. We use GoToMeeting ourselves, but this would work with Zoom, WebEx, pretty much any one of the streaming virtual type services that you have out there. So you can set how many people you want to go, however many people you want to attend, and then you set the date for your event. So I'm going to have this one appear on the 21st, and then just put in your trainer's information. And then you want to make sure you have your event URL. So it's always good to have all this information prepared ahead of time so it's easy to populate. So now you have the URL where people will click on to join your event. You have all the additional information if there's a dial-in number and an access code up here, and then you just want to create your event. Once the event is created, you'll see you have a summary that the event was successfully created for this date at this time, and then you'll go to your training events, find that particular event, click on it, and from here, you can begin enrolling your users. So if you have certain employees that you want to attend this particular meeting, this particular event, you can enroll them by selecting the Enroll Users button, and that'll work just like enrolling in any other course. But then the really cool feature is then you can come down here to the Add to Calendar, and you can select a Google Calendar, an Outlook, or an iCalendar for your iPhone, or even a Yahoo Calendar. So once you select the type of calendar event that you would like to create, that will download. And you can open this. And what we would recommend is at this point using the invite attendees. If you have the email addresses for all of the folks that you just enrolled into the system or into this event, you would want to add each one of those people as a required attendee. Then when they accept this, they will get the calendar reminder, as well as yourself would get a calendar reminder. So it kind of helps you stay on track with this type of a training, which we know can be a challenge, especially when people are working remotely. We have everything, has changed overnight with this COVID. So what we're trying to do is update the system to accommodate those changes and help things move along smoothly for you. So then once you invite all your required attendees, you just click send, and then that will be on their calendar, as I had mentioned, as well as on your calendar. And then when the event time comes up, all they have to do is click on the URL location that is going to show up on their calendar reminder and then join the virtual meeting. So again, it's kind of a new plugin. I'm not sure if everybody on the call has this feature in their system or not. If it is something that you have, feel free to use it. If you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I can go into a little bit more depth individually with you on some of the benefits and some of the uses, or even how better to use it. If you don't have it in your system, like I said, just speak with whoever within your company oversees the implementations and the updates for the LMS, and then they can get with us and we can do whatever we have to be able to get it integrated into your system. In the meantime, I appreciate y'all's time again and hope that you each have a wonderful day, and look forward to talking to you again next month.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.